Welcome. My name is Christy,
And I'm Greg.
also known as Charlie Brown, and we're with Positive Creation Wreaths and more because we do more than wreaths. And today is one of those example days that we're going to be doing more than a wreath. What I'm going to show you today is something different, and I hope y'all will enjoy it. And I do have a question that I'm going to ask y'all at the end. So we'll get to that when we get to the end, okay? So I'm going to show you what we're going to make today. It says dream on it. And this is the bow. Of course, every time I pick it up, the bow goes cattywampus. Let me fix the bow. And like I said, it says dream down there at the bottom. And it is a door hanger. You can hang it up on your door. You can hang it up on the wall. You can hang it over your mantle. You can hang this anywhere. So this is what I'm going to show you how to make today. All right, I started with this round cutting board. Now I've got some of these left, and I've been using these a lot here lately. And it already had the twine on there, and I'm just going to leave it. So what I do is I start with picking out my ribbon, and actually, let me stop for a minute. I start by making the resin. The dream on here is made out of resin. It's not made out of anything else but resin. I have different molds, and I make different things. Here's the word love, and that is a teal. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but I did variations of the teal color, like from light to dark, and I kind of swirled them throughout this so it would have different variations, and I love that it came out this way. So you can kind of see it somewhat in the light. But anyhow, this is resin, and we're going to start by putting this, we're going to attach it to this board, and I'm going to show you guys how you have to attach it. So this is the back side, and I'm going to use my E6000. Now you can use super glue. There's some kind of Gorilla epoxy glue that you can get. It looks like it's in a syringe, and there's two, and you have to mix them, and I didn't want to mess with all that. I'll just use my E6000. And it does hold. Sorry, we didn't go live yesterday. I was not feeling well yesterday. I was still trying to get over a little case of food poisoning. We had stopped at a restaurant and ate, and I only got 3 bites into my sandwich, and I was like, something ain't right. And I was sick all weekend. But I'm better now. Okay. So now I'm just going to try and line this up and center it. Make sure I don't put it on here crooked. Okay. So I want it right there. And Hi, Mr. Ricky.
Hi, Ricky.
Hi, Shauna.
Hi, Shauna.
He's over there sleeping on the job. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
So I want this to stay, and it will slide until it dries. I'm going to show you guys. Y'all just come in. I'm going to show you what we're making today. That one says dream. And my bow keeps sliding. Let me move that. Anyhow, there's that. It is a door hanger, or you can put it on your fireplace or over your mantle, in the kitchen, wherever you want. So I don't want this to slide, and I want this to set up. So while that is setting up, I am going to take this. This was sent to me. It's a fake bake, and it was made by Teresa. That's usually on here. Thanks, Shauna. And it's kind of heavy. It's supposed to be fake bread. She did a really good job on that. So it's kind of heavy, so I'm going to set it on this. That way my love doesn't move. And then
I won't move. Sorry, just had to.
Read your comments.
We're caught up where Shauna said pretty.
So I'm just going to take these and set these right here on that love. And I'm just going to slide this over for a minute and let that dry. These are really simple and easy to make. Like I said, E6000 will attach it to your board. As well, I made one that says family, but I wanted this heart to be red. And like I said, this is resin. And I've been making all different kinds of things with resin here lately. But anyhow, I wanted this heart to be red. So I'm going to show you guys that you can paint this resin. So while that is setting up drying, we're going to go ahead and put red paint on this. It has to be acrylic paint, and you can get that from Walmart. You have to first primer it with the satin finish, $1.97. And then I wanted it to be red, so I got the red, and it's $1.97 at Walmart. And these, it only takes a little bit of paint. So we're going to throw some paint on this heart.
Ricky said, ha 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 ha.
Ain't he rotten, Ricky? Ooh, my finish may not be dried yet. He's feeling froggy tonight, I'm telling you. And like I said, these are easy to make. What we're going to make tonight, it's super easy to make. I don't think my primer's set up all the way, so we may have to move on to the next step, the bow. Oh, yeah. Are y'all caught up there?
Yes.
Pick up that one that says dream.
Okay.
Right there, the one that I did
This one?
earlier. Yeah. All right. If you notice on the bottom of that one, it looks like it's been painted at the bottom. I'm trying to talk to him while I work.
That's fine. Just trying to get it in there. But you talking about this down here?
Yeah, the bottom board.
Because you can see a difference in it.
Yeah. I'm going to grab these two. You show those. They're not painted.
So that's one. So this one here that I'm holding up is like that one, except this bottom collar is different, as you guys can
Nope,
notice.
let me
here.
see. Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought that one's not painted. Oh, yeah. It's just a little bit of paint on the bottom. That's all it is. And you can paint that because I originally was going to put the family on there. Hold that up so you can see. I was going to put family on here. However, it doesn't fit. Family is too long. So we're going to do, I got to get another board for this one.
Then there's this one. And it's the same on both sides.
And these are just nothing more than decorative cutting boards.
Or she likes to use them as a paddle on me.
Whatever you wish. I used them as paddle on you. Folks, he's rotten tonight. Look out. But the reason why I wanted to paint this is because I wanted to show you can paint resin. Number one. Number two, I did want this heart to be red.
Shauna said, LOL.
Bad. We're almost done with this heart. And as you can see, it doesn't take long to paint them. Just making sure I get down in those lines. So has everybody had a good weekend? Anybody do anything fun? I spent my time between the bathroom and the bedroom, laying in bed. But I do feel better. And I'll never go back to that chain of restaurants again. So I didn't do much this weekend. Now today I did get out because I had to get some errands ran. And if y'all could, keep our mailman in your prayers. He's sick. Pray for him and his family. They're sick. And no, he didn't eat from the same place I did. They got something better.
Ricky said, I had a funeral to minister, and then I had weekend florals to do for a funeral home.
Aww. I hate hearing that somebody passed. I know it happens, but I still hate it. Alrighty. That is red. Now our heart is red. And now you can really see the heart. And I'm not painting the back side. I'm just painting the front side. So I'm going to move this over and let it dry. But I did want to show you, you can paint resin. How's your wife doing, Ricky?
Shauna said, I had to go to KC yesterday and got home at 4 a.m. today. My brother got hit by a truck yesterday while on an ATV. A complete miracle, though. He only broke a couple discs and is bruised up some. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Praise the Lord that he's okay, and we'll have to keep him in our prayers.
Ricky said, we are seeing a high build, people passing in our COT. C-O-T.
I want to move this off so that way I don't spill it.
Yeah.
I was giving it to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can sit over there out of the way, please, and thank you. All right, now since the word love that's on there drying, trying to set up, we're going to go ahead and make a bow for that. And we don't need very long tails, obviously, because what?
He said community.
Ah,
People passing in the community.
That's sad. And since we don't need a long tail, I'm just going to do a short tail because I don't want it to cover up the word love. So.
Well, we're glad to hear your brother's doing good.
Yeah, Shauna, so glad to hear that he's doing good. That's just awful.
Because it could definitely be a lot worse.
We were driving down a residential area and school was letting out and kids were getting out and school buses and all this and that and the other today when we was on our way home. And this truck was behind us and it just kept tailgating us. All of a sudden, it revved up its truck and it went around us. And I said, he's doing that out of malicious. I said, what would he have done if you would have slammed on your brakes, turned on your turn signal, and started to turn? It would have caused him to go in the ditch, or he would have caused one heck of a wreck. People like that are impatient and only see themselves, they're going to end up causing a bad wreck. Well, lo and behold, he gets up there because we were almost to the school. He gets up there and he turns into the school. So he was late picking up his child, which still doesn't excuse what he did. And I'm like, CB needs a new truck is all I'm going to say.
Shauna said prayers for everyone.
Yes. I mean, this guy was just awful about everything going down the road. And I was like, there's just no need in all that.
Ricky said I took her to the doctor for her 3-month shot. She's improved just a little. They showed us pictures of the first day in office to now, and it was a tiny improvement. Doctor was happy.
Well, praise God, it was
Yes.
it wasn't an improvement.
Yes.
Any improvement is better than none. So, praise God. Let's pray that she's starts her body accepts them and the injections, and she really gets to feeling better. I don't like anybody being sick, hurt, or whatever.
Shauna said, yes, my brother's accident. It was a hit and run. Cops are looking for who did it. Drivers are crazy anymore.
They are. That's sad.
And then Ricky said, absolutely.
Yeah. So, has anybody been into Hobby Lobby? They still have Christmas. I didn't go browsing through it all. I just kind of peeked down the aisle. I didn't get anything. I know, right? I went to Hobby Lobby. They had 90% off of Christmas, and I didn't buy a single thing. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I still have a lot, and I need to go through what I have and use what I have. So I didn't buy anything.
Shauna said, how's your back been doing, Kirsty?
It was good until we went to town today. My car is still leaking transmission fluid. And we were supposed to have somebody come over and look at it, but they haven't been here yet, which is fine. I was sick this weekend anyway, so I really didn't care if they came or not. So we took it to CB's truck, and it sits up higher and it bounces a little more. And
well, that's putting it lightly.
it's like a log wagon. So by the time we get home, I'm a little sore, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done going anywhere for now. But we had a few errands. So it'd be all right. I don't have any appointments the rest. I didn't have any appointments today. I just need to go like to the grocery store, things like that. Go where else?
That we went to today?
Mm-hmm.
Hobby Lobby, Rural King, Ben's Bargains.
Yeah, we have a store called Ben's Bargains, and it has a mixture of everything in there. Well, I did cut that real long.
Ricky said people has become so angry nowadays. I don't understand it.
I don't either, Ricky. It's crazy. Is that guy flew by us today, and he was just in a hurry to get to the school. As he was flying by us, I was like,
and something I've noticed too, driving back and forth up to Indianapolis and back, people get pulled over and get a ticket for speeding. As soon as they get on down the road a little bit away from the cop that just pulled them over, they take off again.
you do.
Tickets don't bother them one way or another.
No.
I think it's going to take a stiff punishment,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, before they start, I don't know, being aware
About what they're doing.
But who knows? That may not even do it.
Some people don't even care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut my tails because I want my bicycles going the same way. And I didn't want to twist, turn, and flip them, and because then it makes it too big and too bulky for me.
Sean said, very true, CB. You be careful out there. Oh, I am. I mean, if a car hits me, they're going to get the worst end of it. But, you know, I pray that it never happens.
Yeah, because it's not something you want to see. We were talking one night, and sometimes we're just silly, and we'll just sit there and ask silly questions. And he asked me one night, he said, do you really love me? And I was like, that was a silly question. Of course I do. As soon as you leave, I can feel you getting up out of bed. As soon as you start getting ready, I start praying. I pray myself back to sleep in the mornings until the alarm goes off. I never stop praying when you're gone. It's a crazy world out there.
Ricky said that's the key. They don't care.
It's true. They don't. We're going to just use this up. So true. And then you get people that are depressed and they feel like they have nothing left to live for. So it's nothing to them to go 80, 90, 100 miles an hour down the road and act stupid and endanger other lives.
Shauna said it's a loss of responsibility and respect for rules anymore for any authority. I think so sad.
It is sad. I used to just wait till the end. Wait till the end. Don't yell at me. I used to we would be driving down the road and I would say, you know, that is the lack of responsibility on a parent for not teaching that child. But then I look at our kids and I'm like, you know what? They was raised better than that. Trust me, they was. They know better. Do they do better? They get out there and act a fool. Don't bring that foolishness around here because I don't want none of it. Our son, how many speeding tickets did he get in 1 month?
I don't know. What, 3 or 4?
3 or 4. And I said, you would think you would learn after the first one.
That was when he was 16.
No, we didn't give him his license when he was 16 because he was too immature. No. But nowadays, it's not. It's not because it's not the lack of a parent teaching a child because we taught our kids. It's they got out into society and society has retaught them that that's not the way to behave. It's this way. And so they get out there and they act a fool. He had like 3 speeding tickets in 1 week. And he came to me and he said, I'm going to lose my license. I said, I don't know what to tell you. You'll be walking, won't you? Or riding a bike. He said, I just won't go to work. I said, well, yeah, you will, because you ain't living with me forever. I'll tell you that right now. You was taught better than that. He was so immature that we wouldn't let him get his license until he was already graduated. He was 18. Because that's how immature he was. And it's not that I was a strict mom. It was just I wanted him to know responsibility and respect and care and concern for others. But
Shauna said, this is why I raised my kids old-fashioned, or the way I raised my kids old-fashioned. Not bragging, but my kids are pretty good. I believe
awesome.
They're even better than I behaved. They make me proud.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Our son was raised better. Both of our boys were. They just don't do better. Oh, I forgot the most important part for this bow. Imagine that I forgot something. Yeah, our kids know better, but they just... Remember when Kyle was learning? Kyle's our oldest boy. Remember when he was learning and he wanted to drive? And I kept telling him to get over and we pulled into Taco Bell. And he parked the car.
I can't remember, but
I couldn't get my door open to get out. I was in the back seat and I was like, I thought he was going to hit that car. I thought he was going to sideswipe it because he was showing off, trying to prove to me that he knew how to drive. So when we pulled up and he parked and got out, I said, come over here and open up the door for Mom. That's what you're supposed to do for your women. So I made him come over there and open up the door. And he goes, I can't get in there and open up the door. But you're a good driver, remember? You was showing off.
Ricky said my daughter got a fine over stupidity. Called wanting me to help pay her fine. I said, absolutely not. I'm not giving the court system one dime. You was taught better.
Right?
And then, hi, Steve.
Hi,
said,
Steve.
What restaurant did you get sick at?
Penn Station on State Street. Or not State Street.
Charlestown Road.
Charlestown Road. I'll never go there again. We usually don't eat it that way. We usually eat the one on State Street, but we wasn't over in that area because I was out making deliveries. And I got home Friday and I was feeling nauseous, but we still went ahead and went live. And then as soon as we got done with the live, it was all done but the crying. I was like, no more. But yeah, I used to blame society, but it's not society because we've taught our boys. As a matter of fact, like I said, our
You mean
youngest,
parents?
it used to be the parents. Yeah, sorry. Now, these flowers came from Hobby Lobby, and I actually picked them up today. That was one of the stops I had to go. But we taught our kids, and our son was so immature. He was so immature, he hit his friend's house because he was showing off. As soon as he gets done hitting the house, he turned. Greg was with it. I was like, I'm not getting in that car. My nerves cannot take it. Nope. Greg has so much patience, and he went with him in the car and was teaching him how to drive. And he came home, and I go, well, how'd he do? And he goes, don't tell her, Dad. Don't say nothing. It's none of her business. I was like, what a fool. So as soon as our son went in the other room, I said, so tell me the truth. He goes, he ain't ready. He ain't ready. I said, I already know this. He blamed it on the fact that he couldn't see. And I said, well, we'll take you to the eye doctor. And he goes, well, I can see, but I said, go ahead and tell me the truth. Tell me the truth of why you hit your friend's house. As soon as he hit his friend's house, it's because he was showing off and he didn't hit the brakes in time. Came home and hit our fence. What else did he do?
He was coming down a hill, and there was a curve at the bottom.
Scoot back so I can see you.
We were coming down a hill, and there was a curve, and they had one of the yellow signs out there that says suggested speed. And I told him, you need to slow down for this curve. And he said, oh, I can take it at this speed. And I said, well, that sign says a suggested speed that is safe to go around the curve. He goes, well, I can take it about 10 miles an hour faster. I know I can. I said, but don't you realize there's loose gravel right there? The car hits that loose gravel, it can skid out and go off the road. And he goes, oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, sure enough, as we started into that curve, the passenger side of the car hit that loose gravel, and you could feel it kind of start to slide. He slowed down real quick then.
Always knew what he was doing. We didn't know what we was talking about. And he was taught better. So I have two different ones of these. And like I said, I did get those from Hobby Lobby. And I thought they were cute. Nice and springish for our bow. Yeah.
But the youngest one, Christopher, he doesn't like to drive anyway. He makes his wife drive everywhere they go if they're together.
Let's face it, he's not going to ever tell me the truth because he knows he would hear an endless lecture from me, but because he's been taught better. But let's face the truth, he's probably got suspended license.
He might. Who knows? Yeah. Really, neither one of the boys wanted to ride with me because I'm all about safety when I drive.
Yeah. He is. He's all about safety. Which I sit here and I say that, but then I joke around about me going fast.
And you always call me Grandpa.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, Grandpa, I'm getting ready to go sleep.
Shauna said, LOL, maybe.
And where them boys get that lead foot from, it ain't for me. Alrighty. So I just trimmed these down. And I like how they're like kind of weepy and floppy. That's what I like. Before we tighten down this bow, we're going to stick them in here.
Stick them in there.
We're going to stick them in there.
Did you bring your gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to take the zip tie off and redo it.
Man.
Dadgummit. I got to talking and forgot what I was doing.
Whoops.
How's that different than any other day?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Well, if you want, we can just staple it in there.
No. I'm going to try and hold this bow so it doesn't move and shift. Because I don't have to remake it. so we can see the end result. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays. Yeah, that finger didn't want to go. Alrighty.
And something else that drives me nuts.
Go ahead and preach it. Go ahead and preach it, Papa Greg.
Truck drivers are told not camp out in the left lane because it slows down traffic and that. The cars can stay and run in the left lane 100 miles. Nothing's ever done. That just drives me nuts.
And then it slows the truck drivers down when he can't get over and pass.
I mean, granted, trucks don't need to run the left lane if they're slower than traffic, but if they're going around somebody, don't give them a hard time or want to pull them over because they're trying to get around a slower vehicle than they are. But then you got cars back there, beep, 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 move out of the way.
And Mr. Greg has spoken his truth. My bad, sorry.
No, don't get carried away there.
What was it? You made me drop a flower.
I didn't make you do nothing.
Putting all the ends together. See? Nice and neat.
But it's not just four-wheelers. Don't get me wrong. It's not just four-wheelers. There are some terrible truck drivers out there, too.
Just tell us all of it. Just get it out.
Just getting it out.
Let it out. Just let it out, Charlie Brown. Just let it out.
Shauna said, there you go, CB. Now that I got that off my chest.
You feel better?
Hoarders just called and said it would cost $6,000 to help me.
What?
Hoarders just called and said it would cost $6,000 to help me.
6,000? I can do it for 3. I'm joking, Steve. We love you.
There she goes, trying to cut deals.
Oh my goodness, these do not want to cut.
I'm sorry, Steve. She's wound up.
I am. I feel better. Can you tell? I've been in bed all weekend, so I'm feeling better. I had to get out today. My lands, I can't get these cut. Well, they were cut. They just didn't cut all the way through. There we go. Now we got them trimmed down.
Steve said my dad was a truck driver.
Was
Yeah.
he? Was he over the road?
Sean said we need to be on here laughing together. Helps you feel better. There you go.
Yes, it does. That's for sure.
We want to get started?
What? Go for it.
Getting you wound up, everybody laughing, then you start laughing.
You can't get me to snorting. That's awful.
Oh, that is funny.
No, it's not.
Let's do it.
No. That's awful. That's embarrassing. There. Yeah, I got them flyers in there. I'm just sticking them in there. I want them to come in between this back row of loops and this bicycle loop.
Bicycle loop.
It has a
Oh,
bicycle in the
bicycles.
middle. Yeah.
I thought you was losing it. Hey, this is kind of bent down. You mean fluff it?
Leave it alone.
I-
Don't even touch.
I'm just going to spread it out, make
my
it
bow.
a loop.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Where did I leave off?
I don't know.
Steve
I asked
said
Steve.
he was a long distance driver. Oh, that makes it hard on the family there.
Yeah.
Being gone. Hi, Laura. She said hi to my
Hi,
favorite
Laura.
people. How are you doing?
We are great. I am better. I'm back. I'm glad to be back. I think I'm going to take my bow apart.
And how are you doing, Laura?
Yeah, how are you doing, Laura?
And Ricky said, do you snort?
If I get to laughing too much, I do. That's why I try not to laugh too much.
I woke her up the other morning,
Oh my gosh.
Saturday or Sunday morning.
Go ahead and tell it.
Tell
Scoot
her
back. That way you can look into the camera. That way they can see your eyes and know your storytelling.
I'm not storytelling. Woke her up, tell her I was getting ready to go to work. And she goes, "Isn't this beautiful?" And she's pointing at her stomach. She goes, "I just did that." And she goes, "Doesn't it look really nice?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Yeah, it's right there." And I said, "I see it." And she goes, "Oh, wait a minute, it fell off. Where'd it go?" I said, "That's all right. We'll find it later, honey. It'll be all right." And she goes, "Okay." So she went back to sleep and that. And then I come home, was telling her about it. And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Talking with you in the mornings, I just agree with you and go on." I said, "You know, I've been told that's how you do with crazy people."
I'm not crazy. Most of the time. I have no clue. He wakes me up in the middle of the night to tell me goodbye. But I have no clue.
But if I don't, then she's like, "Why didn't you wake me up?" She goes, "What if something happened and we didn't tell each other goodbye and we love each other?"
Yeah.
So that's why I go ahead and I wake her up all the time.
But I have no recollection of him waking me up at all. None. And then he's like, "Do you know what you said to me this morning?" I'm like, "No, I don't even recall you waking me up. Did I at least tell you I love you?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, that's okay then.
Shauna said, "LOL."
There was obviously something I wanted you to see on my belly.
I think it's something, by the way you was talking, something you made.
I don't know what I would have made for my belly.
I don't know. Half the time I don't know what you're talking about. So
Half the time I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know where I leave things.
I know, right?
I don't want to take this bow apart. I'm trying to fix it.
One morning you was talking about the grandkids being in bed with you. You didn't have no more room. They took all the covers.
That's a blast from the past. Now they're too big and they don't want nothing to do with us because we're old. They got young friends.
Shauna said, "I can have complete conversations in my sleep. I worry when my kids ask for stuff. I'm tired."
Yes. This is probably what he's doing. Patricia was on here. Hopefully she'll watch the replay. Patricia, I did look underneath the bed. I didn't find any.
What was you looking for?
I'm not telling you.
Why?
If y'all was on here Friday, Patricia told me to look underneath the bed.
I'll just have to go back and watch the replay on it and see.
Go ahead, because I was trying to get the comments to come up because there was other people that commented and I couldn't get it to come up. So go ahead and then you can answer all the comments.
That's because I'm admin. Wow, really?
What? Give my toy.
Do you need it now?
Yeah.
I bought her a zip tie gun finally.
So much easier. Alrighty. Now we got our flowers in there. We got our bow put back together, kind of. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. I know some of the tails are a little longer and we're going to trim them. So don't panic.
Oh man, I was biting my nails wondering.
I bet you was.
Here, let me fluff that for you.
Get your greedy paws back. Don't you hold up that sign and don't mess with my
Because
bow.
I showed it to him already.
That's all right. New people's come in too. They don't get to see what we're doing.
Do, 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 do. And that's what Christy does. Oh, my bad.
Here's the bad. All right. Before I attach this, I am going to go ahead and trim my tails because I went to go trim them on that and then chaos erupted.
Shauna said, "Wow, that's cool."
Isn't that neat? Zip tie gun. Harbor Freight.
Was she talking about that or was she talking about what I held up?
Oh, I don't know. I think she already seen that. She said it was pretty. So I think she was talking about my zip tie gun.
Oh. I spent a lot of money on that.
I spent a lot of money on your wobbly knobby things. So I want to hear it.
My wobbly knobby things were cheaper than that.
You got 3 of them.
Yeah, for even a lower price.
It was $20 at Harbor Freight.
For what? That?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, we were talking about two different tools. So they may not known what she's talking about.
My zip tie thing was only $20 at Harbor Freight, and it is worth every penny.
And the Wabi Nabi things that she's talking about is my vice grips.
Yeah, them things. And you got 3 different sizes.
Sean's the zip tie thing. Won't say the word get me banned. Been there, done.
We wouldn't ban you. All right. With these, I left these longer. And I'm going to show you why. Be nice if I cut that one straight. But anyhow. Oh, wow. I'll be digging that out later. Anyhow.
That's right. I got Facebook number to call them, but they blocked me.
You are so bad. We're going to roll that up. And I just fold this over twice. I don't dovetail them. If I'm going to roll them, I have glare on my eyeball. I can see it. Alrighty.
I used to have Etsy's number, but then now when you call them,
They changed it
It won't
because
go
they
through.
got too many calls that one year when the post office wasn't scanning packages and they were just sending them out. A lot of packages didn't get scanned, so a lot of people were calling since they weren't scanned. A lot of people were calling saying they didn't get their packages when they did. But I put a tracer on my package that got sent out when somebody tried to come after me, and come find out she did get her package. Tried to get me to pay for it. Not even close to happening.
Steve said he's got 3 wobbly knobbly things.
He does. He has 3 of them that come 3 in a package. Can you believe that? And he's greedy and he wants more.
Wow, what did I ask for?
I don't know, something or another.
Whatever. The only thing I keep asking for is a new tractor with all the attachments.
I was poor, honey. That ain't gonna happen.
I know I am too now.
Because you spent $20 on my zip tie gun?
No, because we keep buying craft stuff. That's why I'm poor.
I didn't buy no craft stuff today.
Them flowers. You order?
I didn't order nothing yet.
Not today. Look at that laugh. She knows. She knows what I'm talking about.
Get off my back! It's hurting! Get off my back! So, now we have our little flowers. Our bow with our flowers.
Hi, Kathy. How are you doing?
Hi, Kathy. We've missed you.
She was on last time we was.
Yeah, I didn't know it until the end. I think it's because you were lacking on your job
I
and not
was
reading
doing my
comments.
job. You just ignore me sometimes.
What?
Exactly.
So, show Kathy what we're doing. She's new. She just came in.
She's not new.
She's new
on here
tonight.
new tonight.
It says dream.
Christy's dabbling in bad stuff now.
I'm not doing anything bad. You're so bad. Before I use this, I want to make sure that that's really tight and pulled around there.
No, be careful over there.
I know I don't want my word to come up. So I have been playing around with some resin, and I'm really enjoying the resin and doing different things. You can hold up family. We painted that. It's right there. Don't touch the red.
I'll touch it. Oh, I touched it.
You're so bad.
Here, I'll just leave it on there.
That's fine.
Well, maybe.
You can hold it by the black. It's just the red.
Yeah, I know. I just thought maybe they'd see it better. But... Hi, Sherry.
Sherry!
There, I did my job. Oh, I just broke it.
It's tightening up.
Ow!
There it goes.
And when you're mixing
Not
resin,
bad.
if you let it set too long, it gets really hot.
Mm-hmm. Can't leave it set too long. So, Sherry, just come on. Did you share what we were making? Slacker.
Slicker.
So I have been dabbling with some resin, like I said, and I'm really enjoying it. And I really get this idea in my head to make these. So let's see if this one is set up now. I just used E6000. They do set up. That's what I used on that one.
Ow.
And yes, you can paint resin because I was painting the heart at the beginning on the word family. I just painted the heart.
Sherry said adorable.
And looky here. And now we have the word love. So I have a question for all of you that are on here. I know some of you are crafters and some of you aren't. And as you can see, this is easy to do. I am going to be making more of these. If I made these into kits, who would be interested in this? It says love. And that is teal. And it has different shades of teal. And when you put it in the light, you can tell.
Shauna said very nice. And Steve asked, what is resin?
Resin is basically
It's almost like a plastic.
it's like a really hard plastic almost. It's chemicals. Excuse me.
That you're supposed to wear
Gloves for.
a mouth and nose covering, glasses. Well, basically PPE is what you're supposed to
Probably,
wear.
but I don't. I just wear my gloves. It's like $50 for a small bottle of the resin. It's $50. Then if you want colored in it, that's like another $30. But I do want to start making like little kits for people. If this is something that people's interested in, or you can purchase one that I've already made.
So like right here's one of the colors.
That's black. Yeah, you can show them all the colors if you want.
You can just leave it in the box and
If you want to. Those are all the colors that I have now. And yes, I can mix them. I have white, blue, orange, brown, teal, purple, pink, black, blue. Oh, that one is blue in the beginning. That one's blue. And then the one down there is teal, red, yellow, and then clear and white.
Yep.
So those are colors I have. But I think these are really cute, and I like these a lot. I have different molds that I'm going to be making. This is what I've been doing. But I wanted this family to be black and the heart to be red. And yeah, you can paint them. We just painted this at the beginning of the live. And because you can take... Oh, they're down there. Can I have those? I was going to put it on this one. As you can see, we put black at the bottom. You can paint these too. This is the biggest one that I have. But it doesn't fit on that one. It's too big or too long, the family is. So I'm going to have to go and order some more bigger.
I found one for you at Hobby Lobby, but you didn't want it.
It was only $80. And it would take up the entire table. I said, no, thank you. I'm not paying $80 for a cutting mat.
Shauna said they do make it stand out nicely.
They do. And see, they're,
Pretty wide.
yeah,
Thick.
they're thick. They're wide. That's what I was trying to say. So I thought if y'all would want a resin kit, or not a resin kit, you would get this. You could pick your color, and then I would match ribbon that I have with it out of the colors that I have. And then I'd send you just a few little flowers like I did with this. And they come with the hangers already on them. Ah, see, it slid. It's not done yet, dried. You have to let this sit and dry for a little while. So I'm going to put some heavier stuff back on it once we're done. But I have the word love, dream, and family. And like I said, all you have to do if you're wanting it like clear, I can do them clear. And Walmart has this paint. It's $1.97 a bottle. And you have to use the satin first. This is like your primer, I guess you could say. And then you can choose whatever color you want. And like I said, I wanted my heart red, so I just grabbed red today. That's all I grabbed today because I wanted the heart to be red. But if this is something y'all are interested in, please let me know in the comments below. I've got to put something back on this so I can finish drying. I glued that one on over there earlier today, and then we left and went into town, and then we came home and I checked it, and as you can see, it's dry. And I just used these 6000. I did not use hot glue with it because this is essentially like a plastic type. And I didn't want the hot glue to melt this. So I just used these 6000 and let it set. And it says Dream.
And she is going to be experimenting.
Yep. I'm going to be experimenting and making a lot more things. But I think these just really make it stand out. And I really like this personally. So that's why I'm asking if y'all want to do it. Because I do want to do some purple. And all you have to do is just paint the bottom of your board like this.
Shauna said I would be interested.
Awesome. Okay. Is there any certain color you would like? Because if this is something y'all are interested in, I will get some kits made up. And let me know what you wanted to say. If you want to say family, dream, or love. And you can also private message me anytime, or you can call me through Facebook Messenger. That way it doesn't cost anybody anything. See, I even got some ribbon out because I was going to use this ribbon for the family one. I was going to use the truck of hearts.
Shauna said I really like the family one.
You like the family one? What color you want? Do you want it just clear and then you can paint it? Because that could be something you and your kids could do together, is painting it. And like I said, just get the, it has to be acrylic paint. That's all it is. It just has to be acrylic. You can show her the colors again, so she made me to see them again. Now with the teal, I did different shades of teal and swirled it through. That's just what I did with the teal. The one that says love.
Shauna said I do like the red and black.
The red and black. I can do that. I can do that. It'll come all in black, and then just get some paint from Walmart. Like I said, these are $1.97 a bottle. You have to paint it with the satin acrylic, and that'll cover the black and then the red for the heart. I would use the red, but it's all one mold, and there's no divider to stop between.
This color and that
Yeah,
color.
show them the back. That way they can see what I'm talking about.
Where it just kind of bled over.
It bleeds over.
She tried to separate it, but with it all being one form.
It's one form, and I was like, get in here and hold this. And then I started pouring the red. Then it started pouring over into the for family. So then I was trying to scoop out all the red, but then the black started coming in, and I didn't have enough arms to separate the two. So that's why I said, I'll just paint it. It's just easier to paint it. And you see, it didn't take very long at all to paint the heart.
Shauna said, thank you. Just PM me about pricing.
Okay, I can do that. All right. And I can, I'll have ribbon to go with it too. That'll match. Because I'm getting ready to order some more ribbon. All right, y'all want to see what my big find was today? There's a reason for it, y'all. There's a reason for it. I'm not done yet, but we will be doing this on one of our lives. I was so happy and so excited. And I didn't let anybody rush me out of my spot when I was looking. Because there was people trying to rush me. Ta-da! 8 yards of this beautiful fabric. 8 yards. It is all mine. I am so excited about this. They have a place called Ben's Bargains, and basically they buy pallets of stuff. It could be stuff from Walmart, Amazon, wherever, clothing stores, and they have everything in there. And they had all this fabric over there. And I know it comes from Joann's because I shop at Joann's. And I was looking through there, and this was pushed to the very back. This short, fat little girl was climbing shelves, and I got it down. And there was people standing behind me sighing because they didn't want me to get this material. But I got it, and I put it all in my cart.
Shauna said, there you go. Congratulations.
Thanks. I love this. 8 yards, $20. Go to Joann's and see if you can get that. So if you need some star material, let me know.
I'm already star material. I'm good.
Yeah, you're right. All right. I'm not finished yet, so don't judge me. I'm still going to make resin eyeballs. Yeah, I said that. Resin eyeballs. What do you think it's going to be? Let me move this so I can see.
A hockey stick.
No!
Oh.
There's 2 of them. Try and put it down on the table so they can see. There. There's that. The next part's not done. I'm working on it. As soon as I get it done, we will go live and we will do this. Okay? It's not done yet. Oh, the other one fell off.
Nice.
No, look.
Fall too.
I don't know. Probably in that pile that I slung over there.
Probably.
And my fabric that I've been playing with. It's little.
I know.
I don't think it's on me. No. Pick up that Walmart bag. Give me my star fabric for you.
My fabric.
Try and throw it away.
I ain't throwing it away.
It would be in that pile right there.
Yeah, I know. But I do not see it.
Is it in that pile right there that slid down? Because that's all part of it. I'm missing one element, so you guys get the full picture.
I'm not seeing it right now.
It's over there somewhere.
I know.
Anyhow, okay. It's probably on me, and I'll probably find it as soon as the live is over with. Okay, I'll just go and show him. It's fine. He's not done yet. I gotta get his eyeballs on. This is what I was working on before I got sick. See my brows? He's got brows for days. I had 2 of them, but the other one's over there somewhere. And the other one goes like this. And then I'll put his eyes on there. Whoop.
Shauna said legs. Sherry said Uncle Sam. Shauna said like it. Uncle Sam, maybe.
Yeah, Uncle Sam. That's what I've been working on. Isn't he adorable? And he's even got ears. You see his ears on his hair?
But normally theirs go behind the chop burns.
Well, his ears is coming out to the front of his chop burns. He tucked them chop burns behind his ears. I'm making eyes for him.
I don't know where it's at.
I don't know. So when I went live, it was all over the desk, and I was like, whoosh, threw it all over there on the pile. So, yeah.
Shauna said very talented.
Thank you. This is what I'm getting ready to show my private group how to make. This was fun to make. This I did with no pattern. And last night, Charlie Brown was like, I just want to play my game. I said, okay, you can play your game because I still feel bleh.
Laura said Uncle Sam is so cute.
Thank you. I got to finish his eyes. This was probably around 9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, I come strolling out of the bedroom and I go, I'm feeling just a wee bit better. I think I need to work on Uncle Sam. And he goes, I'm playing my game. I said, Uncle Sam needs a mustache, and this is the way I want it. I want it to go like this and down and up. And he goes, oh, my word. Yeah. 15 mustaches later, I finally got the mustache that I wanted, and I finished it last night. The mustache. And then I cut him some chop burns. But his eyes are going to be resin, and so I'm still working on those because I got sick over the weekend. Don't ever eat at Penn Station. All right. Anything else?
Not that I know of. It's bedtime.
It is bedtime for Charlie Brown. I mean, oh, baby, I'm sorry. Our evening is coming to an end. And
Nice try.
all right. I will message you, Shauna. And Sherry, are you still on here? And like I said earlier, if you think this is something you'd be interested in as a kit, let me know. We have the word dream. And you'll get their ribbon. And you can do it in any color you want. There's family, and then there's love. And it's sitting here drying.
Sherry said, yep.
Awesome. I'm going to be sending you a message here in a minute. Because I value your opinion. And it's about our private group. Alrighty.
All right.
It's after 7. Oh my gosh. It's a minute after 7. We got to go. Charlie Brown's got to be in bed by 7. Oh my gosh. Y'all have a blessed week.
Calm down there, Lucy.
It's the way you act.
Steve said, good night, y'all.
Good night, Steve.
Good night, Steve.
Good hearing from you.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
And good night, everyone. And we will be back Friday at 6 p.m. Or no, yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern time.
And Laura said, love your project tonight.
Thank you so much, Laura. Love you all so much. Bye, everyone.